Hi, chat. Hope everyone's having a good day, good night, good evening. And if any of you talk about fucking God Keto, I will stab you. This is a certified Sword Art Online hate stream.
Come on, Mizu, you sure about that? You sure about that?
Oh, 100%. But chat, we were having a pre-stream chat about the end of Fire Force. And how it allegedly leads into Soul Eater, which I just don't think makes a lot of sense conceptually.
It's Soul Eater, it's Fire Force. The author is like, whatever, I can do what I want.
Yes.
It's interesting because it feels like it shouldn't make sense, but it kind of does, because again, they have like the big whole like 800-year time skip. Like, here's the witches, and here's their like the original witch. Here's like the original like generations and stuff. And then again, whoever you think is probably like the grandparents of these characters, up to speculation, but they exist. They exist.
I don't think it doesn't make much sense in how it's sort of portrayed, right? So my big complaint is how Ashura fits into anything. Yes. Specifically, because I had thought about it for a second. I was like, oh, well, maybe, you know, what it actually ends on is the creation of Ashura. But that doesn't make any sense, because it also shows Maka with her parents.
Oh, yeah.
So it's far more likely it's showing the creation of Death the Kid.
No.
What do you mean, no?
So basically, Ashura, it comes later. He is a descendant. So, okay, so like how Fire Force is that you're basically seeing all the grandparents. It's like, oh, hey, look, here's all the things. They have our
No,
own
I'm talking about
ending.
when we see the end scene, not Fire Force itself.
Oh, okay.
Because it shows the ending is Death making what I assume is Death the Kid, and then Maka with her parents.
Exactly.
But he's like, oh, I'm gonna make Death the Kid in the image of that hero from who knows how long ago. Except Death the Kid is also just Ashura, which I guess we skim over that part. So then it's where does Ashura fit in specifically to how we ended up here? Because apparently we're just ignoring that he existed, is what I'm gathering.
Well, he existed sometime during the 800-year Witch War, and that's all you need to know.
Yeah, it feels like we're just kind of ignoring that he was a thing.
But cool tie-in.
I just don't think it makes sense. And I will die on that hill. Dot hack is superior SAO. It is.
What do you think, Chad? You agree with me, or you don't? Are you certified? This doesn't make any sense. I personally, listen. I'm here for a good time and a good story, even if it doesn't slightly make sense. I'll fill in the plot holes mentally anyway.
I think they explained it in Soul Eater. Not really. Death never really mentions what he bases Death the Kid off of. Except later when we see Ashura and we see how much he looks like Death the Kid, it's just kind of supposed to be assumed that Death the Kid is based off Ashura, who was, I guess, kind of considered like Death's son that he already failed the first time.
Yes.
But then it doesn't make any sense if Death the Kid is based off Shinra.
Well, you see, this kid is based off Shinra, and you see Ashura is based off Shinra. Ashura goes bonkers. Well, that failed. Let's just make another one. Just be like Nolan from Invincible. I can make another one. I got time.
Get back to you on that after I watch Fire Force. Fair. Thank you, Banana Boomer Kang, for the super. Says SAO is peak anime. You are free to be wrong here. This is a safe space for incorrect opinions. Thank you, Artemis, for the super. Mizutamari, more like Judas Tamari. Lamau, don't slander me on Easter. Artemis also membership for 2 months, talking about SAO the day Jesus rose. Coincidence? And Looney Lenny, thank you for the super. I can't help but like the first 10 episodes of SAO, even if they aren't good. I'll go back to lurking now. I've said this before. I like the opening of Sword Art Online. I actually think the first half of the first season is fine. And it's never been a problem for me. It's after that that I feel like they lose me completely. And it makes a lot of the problems that SAO had just more blatant and more worse.
My thing with it is the fact that SAO is bad because pretty much it's just like what everybody else says. It has an interesting concept, but the problem is they spend it on harem garbage.
Wait, and there's no harem.
What do you mean there's no harem? He's technically a harem, isn't it? Well, yeah, wait, no, hold up. You gotta.
That's the problem. It is a harem series with no harem.
It is a harem. It is a harem when it's really just two pseudo married people and their shot and his side chicks that wait for the day they break up.
So, I will say that. So, what we're gonna do is, I guess we're gonna go through like the seasons, but we'll have the first season of SAO split into two, because I think everybody agrees Aincrad is fine. Alfheim is an abject shit show.
Yes. Now here's the thing. I got all the way up to Gungale. I did not know like all of Alicization. I kind of tuned out after Gungale and the movie with the Miku clone. But yeah, pretty much.
Here's what I was thinking I might do is I might see if there's a place that has like the episode synopsis on it.
Yes.
And then we can like just go episode by episode.
All right.
But I think we all remember the first episode. It's really not hard to remember. Everybody shows up in the world of Aincrad. It kind of starts with Kirito doing like his beta tester shit. And then the guy shows up and announces like, oh, you're all just going to be stuck in here forever. And everybody flips their shit. Like, obviously.
Yeah, pretty much. I still think the best part of that was that the SAO bridge eventually was like, yeah, we're just gonna be like, yeah. So you think you're? I don't even know where I was going. I forgot.
Try it. Keep going.
Don't patronize me.
I'm gonna patronize you. Also, thank you, Cool Zer. Howdy. Mizu and Kendra. Hope y'all's Easter was good. I mean, I was at work, so.
Yeah, I kind of was just cleaning up and straightening. I washed a bunch of stuffed animals. That was my job today.
Doing properly womanly duties, cleaning.
I should have known. Listen, you're half the woman. I don't even. You know what? Never mind. Shut up.
You're trying. But there is one thing that I got kind of annoyed with. I guess it's a blink and you miss it joke, but it's the one guy that is pretending to be a girl, which is fine. Like that happens at games all the time. Yeah. It's just kind of, I don't know. It's weird that he even let people choose gender, I guess.
Well, proper MMO allows them to change their gender. That's how you get them into the trap of
problem
buying the
is
game.
That comes in later. It annoys me because of what comes up later. So it has to be pointed out that in the original SAO, seemingly everybody was able to customize their shit so completely that they could make themselves like a female lolly to catfish people. That's only important for later, though.
That sounds about right.
Also, I had to go back and like watch the original episode because I forgot that in the first episode, the director guy says that he did this so he could be like a god, like he could have his own world where he is God, which is kind of cringe and gay, I guess.
I thought if I remember correctly, didn't he just say he forgot a long time ago? You're saying the real reason is just because God complex?
The first episode, he says it's like because he wants to be God. The final episode, he says it's because he forgot.
Imagine slaughtering like thousands of people via VR because you forgot.
Yeah. The one thing that really irritates me is the can't remove the helmet thing. I physically cannot buy into that. Because they move everybody to like a hospital. Like, how did you maintain like internet connection and power to move them all to a hospital?
Don't think about it, Mizu. You're thinking about it too hard.
And then he mentions at some point that a bunch of people died just because like their power and shit went out. And it's like, what the fuck, right? Why would you do this?
Well, you didn't pay the bills.
Which nobody's paid the bills because they're all like shoved into a fucking helmet.
That's how we found out, and how it was reported on the news that people just died.
It's so dumb. I hate it.
Future tech. Someone said future tech super Wi-Fi. Oh yeah, he did make XL World, but that one actually had a decent idea.
Yeah.
And then
I also think a lot of people forget with SAO because they talk, oh, it's like it's a much more advanced world than ours. It's not though. Like the full dive helmet is the only thing they have that is more advanced than anything we have. And it's even specifically said that it is like a brand new product that's just kind of like invented for this one game.
Yeah.
Like even Alheim is specifically said to be built completely off of Aincrad systems entirely because Aincrad was the first one.
Not only that, but like was it not only that, but one thing I do remember is that in the movie, the one with the Hatsune Miku like girl, she ended up, what is it? They had come out with like AR technology, which now it's just kind of like, well, now you got like a ton of anime that do that and still are more advanced than like SAO itself, and it's just kind of like, huh. So I guess this world isn't really that advanced. It's just like it's like having an iPhone 13 or whatever the latest model is.
Yeah. It's just wild to me. They're like, oh yeah, no, we physically can't get people out of this. It's like, what do you mean? You can go to the servers of where this this place is.
What is it? Someone said, didn't Kirito end up in XL World at some point? I don't remember, but I do know that the author said it does take place in the same universe.
It's also important to note that Kirito actually is his, like, self-insert wish fulfillment.
As if we didn't listen. At some point, it's just, yeah, they're all self-inserts at some point. With my hot waifu lady, and my and my harem of women that's not technically my harem, which also technically contains my cousin, but we don't talk about that.
Yeah. Well, because I think a lot of people don't know this, but he said in an interview before that Kirito is specifically his self-insert wish fulfillment because he sucks ass at video games, so he wanted to make a character who is unbelievably god tier at video games. The problem is when you suck ass at something, you tend to not really understand how it works. Which is why, like, not like if we talk about the game stuff, which is more like the thing that interested me the most, none of it works. Absolutely nothing makes sense in any of the SAO games. They're all horrendous games that no human being would actually be playing.
But you can fish.
Yeah.
You have the guild of fishing.
It kills me. But Chad already mentioned it. So the second episode is called Beater, and it's the one. I know. I hate that they call him beaters.
I like the fact that it's like, you know what? Maybe this plays into the fact that you kind of suck at games. Because like, what do you mean it's like the beta testers are called beaters? Which, by the way, in modern context, that's probably the worst name anybody could ever give you now.
Worst name anybody could use, and nobody hates beta testers. Like, what are you talking about? Why is this a problem?
Well, you see, they have more advanced stuff than we do because they got the game early, and Kirito got the game early, and he's one of the beaters, which, by the way, I think it's so funny that the guy who even coined the term, you just don't ever see him again.
Yeah.
Like, you think he would, like, come back later as, like, Kirito, you're the reason why. No, we just hear of his off-screen exploits, and it's just like, okay, yeah, with your yee-looking haircut.
So, I guess I could just read the synopsis for the episode. 1 month later, 2,000 players are already dead. And if I recall correctly, that like 10,000 got trapped or something. It really wasn't that big of a number. Which, again, fucking Code Vein 2 debuted to 14,000 people playing it, and it's a niche Soulsborne title by Bamco that had like mass amounts of controversy surrounding its release. And yet we have this full dive shit, and you only got 10,000 people to show up. Okay, buddy. Good luck.
Well, was MMOs popular back then? I never got into stuff like MMOs.
Yeah, no, they were.
Considering what I know about WoW, I can see it.
Kirito attends a meeting organized by fellow beta tester Diabel, who announces that his party has discovered the first floor's boss, Ilfang the Kobold Lord. As players partner up to prepare for battle, Kirito teams up with a mysterious girl named Asuna. The next day, Diabel and the players arrive at the boss room and battle Ilfang and his minions. When Ilfang's health becomes low, Diabel goes for the finishing attack. Unknown to him, Ilfang's weapon has changed since the beta. He is surprised and mortally wounded. With his dying breath, Diabel tells Kirito to defeat the boss and save the players at all costs. After Kirito successfully defeats Ilfang, the other players accuse Kirito of killing Diabel by having previous knowledge about Ilfang he did not share. They label him a beater, a combination of beta tester and cheater. Kirito accepts the title and claims the prize for defeating Ilfang, a black leather trench coat. He then becomes the first player to clear the first floor by stepping through the gate. So, multiple issues. First one is Diabel was also a beta tester. So, how come Diabel doesn't know but Kirito does? They're both like equal footing here. Like,
it's like going into a boss fight and you forgot the attack. You forgot the attack pattern.
And
that's it.
Will I reference the Digibro videos? No.
Listen, he just forgot.
Yes, the reward for beating the Kobold Lord is a trench coat. And here's the thing. In some MMOs, loot is limited drop. That is something that has only gone away in recent years, but still plenty of MMOs do still only have limited drops, and guilds have to kind of divvy out who gets what sort of deal. However, in a game like this, especially since the bosses and the enemies are not respawning, the fact that any enemy drops a singular item is retarded. Also, we need to address the fact that Kirito, by the end of the game, is technically wearing a level 1 trench coat from the first boss.
But it looks cool. It's edgy. It makes him look like a bad boy.
Yes. We need to address that Kirito's armor is literally level 1 bullshit from the first boss the game has.
But it makes him look cool. That also explains what, and considering that people still die and they have armor on in this series, yeah, never mind.
Yep. Cosmetic slot.
And see, the reason why all the bad guys, all the enemies only drop one thing and aren't respawnable clearly has to do with how Akihiko, the director of SAO, was like, I wanted to play God. I wanted it to be realistic.
Yep. So keep in mind, that is the second episode, and they have just cleared the first floor. Episode 3 is called The Red-Nosed Reindeer. Kirito joins a guild named the Moonlight Black Cats, but keeps his character level a secret as it's much higher than the other guild members. Sachi, a member of the guild, admits to Kirito that she's afraid of dying, but Kirito assures her. As Kita, the guild's leader, leaves to buy a house for the guild, Kirito and the other guild members go to the 27th floor. We have gone from floor 1 to floor 27 out of 100 floors by the third episode.
I like how this technically implies that there are other main characters in SAO just like beating these things right now, but they're not Kirito, so they don't matter.
Yeah. Where they find and open a treasure chest. This triggers a trap, summoning an army of monsters to surround Kirito and the guild. Kirito watches helplessly as the entire guild, including Sachi, are killed by the monsters, leaving him the only survivor. Kita commits self-deletion after learning of his guild's death and Kirito's higher level. Afterwards, Kirito travels to the 35th floor, where he defeats a secret boss named Nicholas the Renegade to attain an item capable of reviving a dead player. However, Kirito gives the item to Klein after learning it is only effective within 10 seconds of a player's death. Later that night, Kirito receives a pre-recorded message from Sachi telling him to not blame himself and to keep living. This episode is retarded. Like,
listen, there's a reason why I think this is probably the best episode in SAO Abridged, because it's treated like the worst Christmas story ever.
It is. First off, it's not called the Red-Nosed Reindeer for anything. They have to fight a Santa-themed boss on episode 3. It is so weird. But the point is that really like threw me off, and I hated this episode even when because I've said it before, I like the first couple episodes of Sword Art Online. I hated this one. Even at the start, I hated it. Because why did they die?
They die for character development, duh.
It's never explained why they're not prepared for the fight. They all just get mollywopped, and Kirito doesn't help.
Fucking mollywopped.
They do. They don't even fight back, really. They just get murked, and Kirito doesn't help any of them, despite the fact he's super strong and could do it. And it's not explained.
For character development, so that it makes so that he can stop being edgy and open up and have his emotional climaxing moment. That's the reason why. First off, we'll say we are not comparing Sword Art Online to Steven Universe. Steven Universe at least has news. I don't know what it is, but it has an excuse.
Thank you for the super, Will Spain, and thank you for the super reigning terror. Kirito is kind of a piece of work since he's a way higher level and just leaves them to die. Like, I don't get it. It doesn't make sense, and I've always hated this episode because it's the dumbest shit imaginable. Because he just lets them die for no reason.
That's why I like the SAO Abridged version, because the SAO Abridged version just literally went, oh, so you're an NPC. Yeah, I have my tutorial NPCs, and they were set to auto loot. Because why did you open the treasure chest in the first place?
Yeah.
What was the point of opening the treasure chest if you didn't even check for traps? I've played Kirby games where I've literally instinctually went, okay, I gotta check the area just in case, because obviously this game, even though a baby could play it, they still gonna pull developer tricks on you because that's funny and that's cool, or it's a trap or whatever. And it's like, you've been playing in this game for, because you said they went to the 35th
They're on
floor?
the 27th.
Okay, the 27th floor. They're on the 27th floor, and you haven't encountered one room like this beforehand.
You haven't encountered one room like this beforehand, and theoretically, you all should be prepared to fight this. So one of two things is happening. Either Kirito took you to a floor you're horrendously underprepared for, and he knows that if you get into combat, it's going to fucking kill you all. Or B, you are prepared for it. You're all just so incompetent and stupid you can't fight like regular level mobs.
I mean, considering what we saw in the episode, they did fight like idiots. The only one who had a probably justifiable death, and that's only because the plot demanded it, was Sachi. Everybody else just fell like flies.
Kirito was most likely carrying them all, and they didn't even realize he was. That's still dumb. Keep carrying them.
You didn't. Okay, so you're carrying them for a bunch of levels, and they don't realize it. And then in the one time where everyone's literally dying back to back, you don't do anything.
The episode makes no sense, and it's so dumb, and I hate it.
It's for character development. It makes him. It's supposed to make him. It's supposed to make him look really, really cool.
And it just makes him look stupid.
Really, really cool. Really, really sad. Really, really edgy. His former waifu.
Then we get to kind of the other dumb episode is back to back. The Black Swordsman. A female beast tamer named Silica leaves her party after a dispute and walks through the forest, only to be ambushed by a group of apes. Silica's dragon familiar Pina is killed while trying to protect her, but Kirito arrives to save Silica and kill the apes. Kirito agrees to take Silica to the 47th floor. We're 4 episodes in and we're halfway through the game, by the way, technically. To retrieve an item that can revive in-game creatures like Pina within 3 days. He warns her of the existence of orange players who commit crimes and red players who commit murder. After they fight off a plant monster and retrieve the item, they are confronted by Rosalia, leader of a guild named Titan's Hand. A party of orange players. Kirito reveals he escorted Silica to lure and arrest Titan's Hand. Thanks to an ability that regenerates his health bar, Kirito effortlessly outmatches and detains the guild members. Silica later thanks Kirito for his help and uses the item to revive Pina. To point out, this technically synopsis is wrong. He doesn't have an ability that regenerates his health. His level is just so ridiculously high compared to these other people that the natural health regeneration outpaces their damage.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm like, I don't remember him having an ability. He just kind of stood there, and it wasn't even established beforehand about the natural health buildup.
No, this is the first time we learned that there's natural health regeneration, and they just kind of throw it out there, and it's kind of like, okay, sure, why not?
Oh, sorry.
And it's the fact that, like, all these guys are, like, stabbing the shit out of him, but not a single one of them notices that they haven't done any damage. Like, literally none of them.
Cool. It's to make him look cool, to just swing the sword. We're totally killing the guy, but then you look at his health bar, and it's, we haven't even sliced off a quarter. We only sliced off a quarter of a quarter, and not even the quarter of a quarter. He's just so cool and powerful, guys.
Also, thank you for the Dojin character, even though my blurb is currently in the middle of its dying phase, as it normally does. He mentions he grinded for it. Nah.
Okay, that would have made sense if we actually saw the montage of him grinding for it. Like, I don't know, killing a bunch of slimes, a bunch of boars, blah, blah, blah. But if I remember correctly, in SAO, the food was getting scarce in universe.
Yes.
So
because nothing's respawning.
Exactly. So if you basically just grinded and killed a bunch of things to get that high of a level, he just killed all of those, all the pigs, all the slimes and everything, gave that food to a bunch of people, which obviously is on a time limit from probably waste. And then for the next who knows how long in the game, that floor is just without food.
Yeah. I also hate the idea of Titan's Hand / Laughing Coffin. Laughing Coffin being the huge PKer guild that comes later. Because I get that some people would probably mentally break from being in this situation. But the fact that there's like groups of reigning people that are just dedicated to murdering others because of their like mental breakdown is kind of dumb. And I say mental breakdown because they in Gun Gale Online, they imply that the Laughing Coffin people are just mentally unstable because of what happened. Like, it's not that they're just evil, nasty people, that they have mental problems, and that led them to start murdering people indiscriminately.
Also, I guess they would take therapy to go back into the game, but, like, I don't think any of them really would want to touch a headset again after that.
Yeah.
This is not.
Thank you, Wolfspay, for the super. I'm not saying Kirito is a better MC than Steven. It's just that no one gets character development unless Steven is there to see it.
Well, yeah, but at least they're getting character development.
To be fair, if there was a game that had absolutely no respawning enemies or resources, it'd be a miracle to get 10k players on launch. To be fair, the no respawning enemies only happens after the game becomes a death game. Headpats isn't working. I mean, it might not be connected correctly like it's supposed to. But yeah, no, the, well, they added a lot of settings to this.
The OPI isn't working either, apparently.
I can activate it myself.
The thing's broke. I don't know. For some reason, my settings have been breaking too.
It disconnected me from Twitch.
Dang.
OPI and Headpat.
Yeah, but what I was saying, yeah, no, the thing is, even though like Steven has to be there for character development, at least there's character development. Name what is like what character development do like the girls and Kirito get in SAO? Kirito is super awesome cool guy who does super awesome cool guy things. Asuna is wife. That's literally her role. The cousin is the cousin. Celica is cute lolly character. And she doesn't really change from that, as if she ever was in a league to even get Kirito in the first place. And then there's Lisbeth. Nobody cares about Lisbeth.
If things don't respond, wouldn't vocational classes just suck? They do, and that is sort of brought up. They're extremely important, but they're absolute hot garbage because nobody has stuff.
Yeah.
Like, it's... Conceptually, it doesn't work. And it's even sort of mentioned towards the end of the series that they're struggling to make progress in the tower, specifically because it's physically impossible to get experience. And the thing is, if the guy, the dude that made the game, actually cared about having his little kingdom, first off, he wouldn't have given people a way out to, like, point blank. But second off, he would have, like... made it so the kingdom could thrive. What's the point of being in a dead kingdom?
Not only that, well, you see, it's just gonna be like the medieval kingdom. Sometimes people just drop like flies.
Yeah.
Also, the fact that it allowed him to kill himself, but, well, that's probably because the police are knocking at his door. What is it? The other thing also is the fact that, like, animals do respawn in real life. So why aren't they respawning again in the game?
Yeah. Like, for people that don't know, in America, we have deer. And the thing with deer is no matter how many, like, hunting licenses the government hands out, the deer population just always skyrockets. Like, it is impossible to get rid of deer because they breed so much and so often. Like, it's just a thing. So the fact that in your game world you don't have any races or species that just like breed like rabbits is so dumb. Thank you, Heavenly Jester. Overlord is the superior isekai. Also, Danmachi does dungeon delving or ascension in SAO. Case better than SAO.
Yeah, I've heard about that from Danmachi. Like,
I will die on my hill that SAO is not an isekai.
Oh no, that's just flat out. For some reason, there was like this purveying thought that because SAO is in another world, even though it's still in the same world, you're just in a video game, it is an isekai. Now, you could say it does the medieval dungeon thing, like it was the birth of that, of like the OPOMC, and like dungeon crawling stuff like that. But yeah. Isekai, no. Half of what they go through is through VR headsets.
Yeah, I had like a lot of people say like, no, SAO was like the original isekai. It's like, not only was it not the original, it's just not even an isekai.
The only reason why people say that is because not even same face syndrome, just art style of black hair MC with black color clothing, getting a harem of women, and then that's it. That's where the isekai comparison stops.
People regard Frieren as an isekai? Well, they're retarded. I don't know how to respond to that.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, no, for some reason when isekai was put into the Oxford Dictionary, they used Frieren as an example, and everybody collectively, anybody with a brain who knew about anime was like, that's not an isekai. If you were going to use any picture of a series for an isekai, not Frieren.
Oh god. Also, thank you, Wolfsbane, for the super. Dot Hack is the OG, and Log Horizon is better than SAO. I agree.
I still remember the conversations from back in the day where everybody was trying to be like, go watch Dot Hack, go listen to Dot Hack, go play Dot Hack games, go translate it. Because everybody was like, Dot Hack is better than SAO.
Yeah.
Now you just hear Dot Hack everywhere.
Yeah, so the next episode 5 is Murder in the Safe Zone. And I remember this one well because this is the fake murder mystery episode. So we are on episode 5, and we are on the 56th floor.
So everybody just screeched to a halt now?
Asuna proposes a plan to lure a boss into a village, but Kirito opposes the idea since it may involve the deaths of non-player characters. Which is dumb! They're NPCs. You're in a death game, brother. Get over it.
I'm sorry. Again, this is why SAO Abridge exists. I still like the fact that he was like, listen, we can't just kill a bunch of NPCs. Some of my best friends were NPCs.
On the 59th floor, Kirito persuades Asuna to rest and relax in a field one afternoon. As thanks for watching over her while she slept, she repays him with dinner at a restaurant. The dinner is interrupted when they hear a scream. They rush outside to a church where a player named Kainaz has been hanged from a noose and impaled with a spear before dying. Kind of overkill, but you knew, I guess.
Listen, sometimes you're just bored sometimes you're bored in the medieval death game.
Yep. As Kirito and Asuna investigate the murder, they deduce there may be an unknown player killer. Well, how did you figure that one? Was it the giant spear lobbed through his gut? They also learned that...
I think it was the hanging. I think it was the hanging part.
They also learned that Kainaz and his girlfriend Yoko were formerly members of a now disbanded guild called Golden Apple. They find out from a merchant, Agile, that the spear used in the murder was forged by Grimlock, who is the husband of Griselda, the leader of Golden Apple. Griselda was killed 6 months previously while attempting to sell a valuable ring she obtained from defeating a boss. After realizing that the killer may be targeting the guild members who voted to sell the ring, Yoko is abruptly killed by a knife thrown through the window. That's the full episode, by the way.
That's stupid.
They dedicated a 2-parter to a bullshit murder mystery plot. Like, that is something I kind of came to realize after going back to watch SAO, was even though I liked the first season, or the first half of the first season, it's unfocused as fuck. Like, if you took Kirito and you plucked him out of, like, the narrative for this, SAO would just be an anthology series about what happens in this death game. Because Kirito just exists for plot to happen around him, but he's actually not really necessary for anything that's going on.
But we gotta have the cool MC. Do cool MC things with his hot waifu, and all these other people around are just fodder for them to build a connection with each other.
Thank you, Borashagato, for the super. Alice in Wonderland is the OG isekai. True.
This is true.
And Angel's Advocate, thank you for the super. I don't imagine the in-universe review scores for Sword Art Online are gonna look too good. Best friend died in this game, 7 out of 10. You good, Kendra?
Yeah, I was about to say something and then choked on spit again.
But, you know, SAO kind of just ends up being like an anthology. But episode 6, the second part of our two-parter, which, by the way, yes, we got a two-parter in the middle of the series to focus on a murder mystery plot for characters we will never see again. Specifically to set up one character for Gun Gale.
And that happened a whole 2 seasons later. Actually, no. Yes.
Technically just a season later.
Okay, I was
because Alheim is
because
technically a part of the first season.
Okay, I was mostly messing. I was messing it up because I was thinking of the whole Yuki subplot.
Thank you, Heavenly Jester, for the super. Would you guys be one of the first to try SAO technology if we have it in our lifetime? Gonna be honest, I'd love to try it, minus the being trapped. I don't even care if I'm trapped. Fuck this life.
To be fair,
if you die in the game, you die in real life. Well, if I die in real life, I die in real life. Shit's gonna happen somewhere. Might as well have fun with it.
I'd probably just run a shop or something. I don't know.
Fair. So episode 6 is Illusionary Avenger. Kirito fails to pursue a black-robed suspect who uses a teleport crystal to escape. Later, Kirito accidentally drops a sandwich, which disappears in a way similar to a player death animation. He realizes that Kainaz and Yoko faked their deaths by using a teleport crystal to disappear at the same time they destroyed an item. Which, again, doesn't make much sense because they destroyed an item that was the size of their entire body to make the effect work. Like, how does that even function? Meanwhile, at Griselda's grave, Yoko and Kainaz disguise themselves and interrogate a former guild member named Schmidt to see if he killed Griselda, but he pleads and proves his innocence. Yoko, Kainaz, and Schmidt are approached by members of Laughing Coffin, a guild of red players who murder other players for fun, but Kirito arrives and forces them to retreat. Kirito explains that Grimlock wanted Griselda dead to acquire the ring for himself. Asuna apprehends Grimlock, who confesses that Griselda was happier in the virtual world compared to the real world, so he killed her thinking that she might one day leave him. He also hired the Laughing Coffin members to eliminate anyone who might learn the truth. After Yoko, Kainaz, Schmidt, and Grimlock leave, Kirito and Asuna briefly see Griselda by her grave. I hated this entire plot point. Because the guy's like, oh, my wife actually really enjoys herself in this game. I bet she's gonna divorce me. Fucking what? Where is... For who? The game?
Yeah, you see, I only married you in the game.
Like, what are you talking about?
I only married you in the game. I only married you for in the game. Also, that doesn't make sense for the ring part. So she was gonna sell the ring. And so she was killed because of the marriage. So are you upset because she was gonna sell the ring, which signified she probably wanted to leave the game and not maybe like just maybe want to make some extra money?
It doesn't make any sense.
Also, I like how this guy, because I had to pull up a picture because I remembered the guy, but I forgot the wife. And it literally, he looks like he looks like a normal young man. And then in the anime, they're just like, yeah, no, we're just gonna age him 50 years. You can't even blame it on when they like wake up and they're like raggedy. It's just because he is evil now. You get old man look now.
Here, I didn't have this set up, but I'll go ahead and do it really quick. So I can shrink this down. Apparently I can't because I'm stupid. So, chat, behind us here, this is Grimlock and Griselda for people who did not watch the series and didn't get to see it. But when we see Grimlock in his evil arc, he looks like this. Kind of cringe, kind of gay. I'm just saying.
Being old evil because of video games.
But this entire two-parter is specifically just to set up Laughing Coffin, who does not make a return for the rest of Aincrad or Alfheim, and only shows up in GGO.
Well, as you can see, Mizu, the author didn't think about that so far, and then he realized he made millions with SAO, and he realized he had to think about that.
By the way, chat, this is what the Laughing Coffin guild logo looks like. If you have not seen it before, it's kind of dumb.
Oh, that's worse than I remember.
Yeah, it's pretty rough.
It's a death game. We can excuse their art skills, except I'm not.
But then we go to episode 7, The Temperature of the Heart.
Oh. No.
Now we're back down to the 48th floor, where Kirito meets Asuna's friend Lisbeth in her blacksmith shop to request a custom-made sword. Lisbeth is shocked when she finds that Kirito's current sword, Elucidator, is durable enough to destroy the strongest sword she has ever forged. She persuades Kirito to take her to the 55th floor to get a rare mineral that she can use to make an even stronger sword. They arrive at the 55th floor and find the rare mineral inside a deep pit of a crystal dragon nest. During their time together, Lisbeth develops romantic feelings for Kirito, which are strengthened when Kirito defeats the crystal dragon and escorts her to safety. Lisbeth uses the rare mineral to forge a new sword for Kirito named Dark Repulsor. These names are horrendous, by the way. As she then attempts to confess her love to Kirito, Asuna arrives and interrupts them. Lisbeth becomes heartbroken and runs away when she realizes that Kirito and Asuna have mutual romantic feelings for each other. Kirito later finds Lisbeth at a riverbank and thanks her for the time they spent together. Lisbeth welcomes Kirito to come to her blacksmith shop whenever he needs anything. Again, the entirety of the original run of SAO is like a fucking anthology series. Now we're just a blacksmith trying to make a swordsman a new sword. It's just...
Listen, all I'm saying is I don't like Lisbeth. Her episode is a waste of time. Like, it would have been better to like put her around like Silica, because if Silica's adorable and Kirito's just going from girl to girl anyway.
Yeah.
Silica's just boring. She's a boring character. She's just the other girl. Like, out of every girl in SAO, and this includes the cousin, Lisbeth is the worst.
You think so?
Yeah, she's boring. What is it? At least the cousin one, that's like hot garbage, but like the best kind of hot garbage. She's just tsundere, and not even a good tsundere to begin with. She is girl. This is true.
I'm gonna have this up in the corner, or up in the top here, and then I'll just have me and Kendra a little lower, so I can randomly put up pictures on it. But this is Lisbeth. This is who Kirito turned down for Asuna. She's even got the cute freckles and everything. Like, how are you turning this down, you bitch?
Should have not been a coward and ran away. That's why.
Only ever watched SAO abridged. Zangetsu is superior to Hassan, its fascist sword. I forgot Hassan has the swastika sword.
It should have been her. No, it really shouldn't have. I would have shipped Silica and Kirito faster than I would have shipped him with Lisbeth.
This episode's only point, though, is to show that Kirito and Asuna like each other. That's about it, pretty much.
Yep.
Next episode is The Sword Dance of Black and White. Very progressive for the time.
Yes.
We are now on the 74th floor, which, as you can... By the way, we learned nothing about these floors, ever. We just hear, like, they just give random numbers. Like, he's just making shit up as he goes.
What is it? If I remember correctly, like, SAO is, like, the first 13 episodes. So they're, like, blitzing through this in, like, how long? How long have they been trapped in the game by this point?
It's been... I don't think it mentions in the synopsis. They mention at one point how long it's been.
Okay. I would expect that at least around, like, 6 months.
Kirito?
6 years? Sorry.
I don't think it's 6 years. I think by the end of the series, it's only like a year and a half, maybe. I could be wrong.
Okay.
Kirito hunts down a rare rabbit that contains high-quality meat. Kirito attempts to sell it to Agil, but when Asuna arrives, he decides to let her cook it, since she has excellent cooking skills. Asuna's escort, Kuradil, opposes Asuna inviting Kirito to her home after he learns that Kirito is a beater. But, by the way, this beater thing would not have made it past that one dungeon. Like, as soon as they would have talked to anybody else that plays video games in that game, they'd have been like, yeah, no, you're fucking stupid, bro.
Stop saying beater.
Yeah.
If anything, beater would have been a slur for people who wouldn't stop talking about beaters.
Yeah.
Was it? They said it was 2 years from 2022 to 2024. Oh, you mean everybody got a SAO a couple of years ago?
Also, let me, I forget, what does Kuradil look like? Oh, I remember this guy. Fuck this guy. But this is who they're talking about, chat. Kuradil. This,
okay,
this
that was mistaken
not,
for a dick. Oh.
This clearly not villain.
Oh, okay, now I remember. I thought Kuradil was the other guy. I always end up mixing those two up.
On the 61st floor, Asuna and Kirito eat the meal Asuna prepared. Asuna convinces Kirito to team up with her despite him preferring to be a solo player. The next day, they head back to the 74th floor where Kuradil challenges Kirito to a duel to prove who can best protect Asuna. Kirito easily defeats Kuradil by breaking his sword. Kuradil refuses to admit that he lost to a beater and accuses Kirito of cheating. Asuna uses her authority as second in command of her notorious guild, the Knights of the Blood Oath, to order Kuradil to return to the guild's headquarters. Kirito and Asuna later clear the dungeon and discover the boss room on the 74th floor. So, yeah, we're on the 74th now.
Yeah. We made it. Come on, we're making it. We're making progress.
This episode was just dumb when I saw it, because you could have sat here and developed like Kirito and Asuna's relationship a little bit better, but instead we have to do like this stupid dick measuring contest with this clearly not a villain, just so you can reveal like a couple episodes later that he tries to kill Kirito. Like,
listen, he's not a villain, but he is.
Give me 2 seconds. I need to go pee.
No, all right. Okay, everybody.
I have to have an idle meeting.
Yes.
Are these characters in the game willingly, or are they trapped? Everybody's trapped.
Yeah, they're trapped. I still think it's funny. With SAO. I think it's funny with SAO because it's like all these problems are solved in SAO Abridged because they're like, yeah, no, this thing is buggy as crap. They're literally just like, it's buggy. Yeah, I accidentally programmed death physics into my game. Oh my gosh. They entered willingly when they thought it was a game, then they got trapped. Pretty much. SAO Abridged, SAO. Pretty much. It's been a hot minute since I've seen SAO and SAO Abridged. But man, I remember back in the day. What is it? There were 2 things people hated about SAO. SAO, just the entire spectrum of it, and Bryce Papenbrook getting the dub role of Kirito, because this was back then when Bryce was like the new punching bag, and it's like, your voice isn't good for anime. He's great now, but back then, oh my gosh. everybody was like, I don't want this grown man voicing my epic, awesome, cool MC. Bryce was Aaron Yeager, I think. Yes, he is. He is, like I said, he's gotten a lot better. I realized he got better when he did the VA role from like one of my other favorite series, Blood Lad. Blood Lad's a really good series. Go watch Blood Lad. It's not finished and we'll never get a season 2, but go watch Blood Lad. Or go read Blood Lad. It's a complete story. Hello.
Sorry, Mizu, return.
No, you're good. You're good. No dubs. Unfortunately, I'd say the SAO dub was decent. It's not good. Because Bryce is still the MC from when he was like really new to VA work, but it's a decent dub.
But we continue. So on to the next one, the Blue-Eyed Demon. Kirito and Asuna flee the boss room upon seeing the Gleam Eyes. They encounter Klein and his guild. Furinkazen, a player named Kobats and his guild, the Aincrad Liberation Force, appear and demand a map of the dungeon. Kirito complies despite Asuna and Klein's objections. Kirito, Asuna, and Klein return to the boss room only to find Kobats dead and the Aincrad Liberation Force badly injured. The trio charge at Gleam Eyes but find it is too difficult to defeat. Kirito is forced to reveal his secret unique skill, dual wielding, to defeat Gleam Eyes. After the battle, Kirito collapses from loss of health as Asuna embraces him. News of Kirito's unique dual wielding attracts the attention of Heathcliff, the leader of the Knights of the Blood Oath, who challenges Kirito to a duel. If Kirito wins, Asuna can quit the guild, but if Kirito loses, he must join the guild. This is, again, retarded on every level. So, Kirito doesn't just have dual wielding by himself. It is revealed that the game has procedurally generated special skills for every player. And if I remember right, we do see some of the other people's skills. And some people got fucked. With Kirito's skill, it is a flat double damage buff. Like, canonically, in the game, he just flat out does twice as much damage as a regular sword player can do.
My thing with that is, like, the one thing I never could understand about dual wielding is that, so that means for the longest time, nobody has tried to dual wield. Like...
No, people have. You can't. That's the thing. It is a special skill only Kirito has. It is specifically said that the special skills are procedurally generated for every individual player.
Mm-hmm.
And Kirito just happened to luck out and get double damage.
My thing is, people, even though people don't have the skill to dual wield, you're saying nobody still hasn't tried to attempt to dual wield anyway? Because it's a game. Just because you don't have it doesn't mean players wouldn't try.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Then the other problem comes when he meets Heathcliff and they do the challenge thing. I don't like it because for the most part they have done well with having Asuna be like her own woman. But now it's like, oh, Asuna is literally not allowed to make her own choice. She is controlled by Heathcliff because he's the guild leader. She could just quit.
Well, no, because I like Asuna. I just want to have Asuna on my team.
And let me pop him up for people who don't know who Heathcliff is.
Not someone in chat saying Asuna knows her place.
But chat, this is our Heathcliff. This is the guy that is challenging Kirito to a fight. Who, like, how do you not know this guy is fake as fuck? Nobody looks like this in Japan. Fuck off.
But it's a game. I I know what you mean by that, because technically, because like when you really think about it, everybody else had their own like physical appearance like changed back to their actual self. So if you were fat in real life, you're fat in the game now. This guy's the only one who personally customized himself to be well built, well groomed, and have the best armor in the game with the best guild in the game.
Let me see if I can find it. But it's not even just that. Like, Heathcliff is literally like twice the size of any other human being in this game.
Even the black character. The hair curl says it all. Yeah, no, guys, I totally look like that. And if I remember correctly, you can't even grow your hair in the game. So he had to manually be like, yeah, I'm just gonna grow my hair in the game to make it look like I'm super cool and super different. Kirito is the DSP of Aincrad. You know what? We're living in a DSP's world when you really think about it.
Look at this absolute unit of a man, and you're like, yeah, no, he looked like that in real life, and he's playing VR video games. Also, look at this giant crowd of people they got that are willing to watch these two assholes duke it out in, like, shitty PvP. Where did you get these people from? Who is, like, willingly signing up for PvP in a death game? What is this dumb shit?
Sometimes you just get bored in the game and you just want to, and people are like, you know what, I want to die anyway, so we're just gonna fight to the honor. I do not doubt some of the characters in SAO, like some of the people that were trapped are like, you know what, this is my life now. I want to live out my medieval fantasy in here, and all of us. Also, please remember, there's like 10,000 people in the game.
Yeah. No, there's like 8,000 now. We've lost 2,000 by like the first couple episodes.
So that means like most of those people are NPCs.
Yeah. Let's see. So apparently by the end of the series, there are 6,147 survivors.
That's not that. No.
3,853 people die.
So half of the game is, no, 2/3 of the game is dead.
Yes. About 4,000 die, about 6,000 survive. Thank you, Shuya, for the super. Pats for the puddle and deer. Appreciate it. I'll do my head pat. And thank you, Reigning Terror, for the super. To be fair, if you were in a death game where enemies didn't respawn, you'd have nothing better to do. I mean, I'm not willingly throwing myself on the sword just because I'm willing to do the death game.
Nah, just willingly throw yourself off of the building.
So that's where we move on to Crimson Killing Intent. On the 75th floor, Asuna warns Kirito that Heathcliff has a skill which grants him maximum strength with his sword and defense with his shield. That is his... This is what I'm talking about. Everybody has, like, procedurally generated abilities. Kirito got just flat double damage, while Heathcliff got max defense stat and max strength stat. And it's like, do you not see how this is bullshit system? What are you talking about?
Clearly, you don't understand. You don't understand.
It is such horse shit.
You don't understand. Clearly, this gigantic, well-built man clearly lives in Japan. Maybe he's a foreigner. You don't know that. He's a foreigner that learned Japanese. And just happens to be well-built with good hair and max charisma and can control Asuna and has the best armor in the game and has the best guild in the game and...
So during the duel, Kirito attempts to strike Heathcliff, but the latter manages to parry the attack and claim victory. Later, having joined Knights of the Blood Oath due to the terms of the duel, Kirito confides in Asuna that he avoided joining guilds because of the incident with Moonlit Black Cats. Fellow guild members Godfrey summons Kirito and Kuradil, taking them through a canyon to a dungeon on the 55th floor for a skill assessment. As they stop to take a break, Kirito and Godfrey realize that Kuradil tainted the water to paralyze them. After brutally murdering Godfrey, Kuradil reveals himself as a member of Laughing Coffin. As Kuradil tortures Kirito, Asuna arrives just before Kirito runs out of health and gives him an antidote crystal. Kuradil deceitfully surrenders to Asuna and tries to attack, but Kirito defends Asuna and kills Kuradil. Asuna blames herself and tells Kirito to stay away from her for his sake, but Kirito stops Asuna and kisses her, promising to never leave her. Kirito asks to stay the night with Asuna at her house, where they agree to marry. This is also, I believe, the point in the manga where 2 years of semen come glopping into Asuna.
I want you to remember.
Wait, no, they do have to have been in the game for more than a year, because 2 years of semen come glopping into Asuna. I forgot about that. That is canon, by the way.
I love how that technically that's not only canon, but someone had to translate that.
Okay, let me.
Oh my god!
Do you remember? Is it 16.5 or 18.5?
I think isn't it 15.5 or maybe it is 16.5.
It's 16.5. I was right the first time.
Yeah. No, not only that, you gotta remember they like just killed a guy, and the first thing Kirito does is kiss Asuna, and it's like, I will always be by your side. We just murdered someone. Oh yeah, I remember them reading 16.5. That was amazing. They had the abridged cast reading it all and everything.
So the specific line, chat, from 16.5, which was written by, what's his name? It's Reki Kawahara, right?
Yes.
It was actually written by Reki Kawahara. Features the ending line, I could feel my hot sperm gushing deep into Asuna as she trembled in yet another climax. 2 years worth of semen made a glopping noise as it flowed endlessly into Asuna. Every time my penis twitched, fireworks would go off in my head. After receiving all that I had to give her, Asuna's strength gave out as she fell on top of me. I gently embraced Asuna while she continued to gasp and convulse as if she was being stimulated by the fluids inside her body as my consciousness dimmed.
Well, unfortunately, we're not reading that. The rest of it, I don't know. You're gonna have to pay Mizu to do it.
Oh, that's the ending line. That's how chapter 16.5 ends.
Kendra, make him stop. I'm not making him stop. Y'all wanted an SAO. Y'all wanted us to talk about SAO. That even means the curse content that the author's like embarrassed about. Oh my god.
Reminder, he's in a hospital bed and the nurse has to clean him up. But yes, I was wrong. They're at least in the game for 2 years because 2 years of semen comes glopping in.
What is it? How old is Kirito again?
I thought they were like 15, 16, but I could be wrong.
That means before the. You know what? I can't even say that. I don't know. I don't know about men.
Yeah, I don't know. But this moment where Kuradil turns out to be like the last minute bad guy, because that's totally a thing, that's where like I believe chapter 16.5 takes place, but it's been a lot. I don't remember what chapter 16 is, so I could be wrong. It could be the one after this. Because this is where we start the Kirito and Asuna are just gonna be like a loving family arc. And it doesn't make sense, because we just went through this shit of he has to like sign on with the guild and he has to work with Heathcliff. But now Kirito and Asuna have just run off to like live a regular family life.
Well, they're just this vacation days.
So episode 11 is Girl of the Morning Dew. Kirito and Asuna have an online marriage and are granted a temporary leave from the Knights of the Blood Oath to go on a honeymoon in a log cabin on the 22nd floor. As they venture deep inside a nearby forest, they find a lost girl who suddenly collapses. They realize there may be a possible glitch since the girl does not have a cursor above her and take her back to their log cabin for the night. They're already bringing people into the throuple.
Sorry, I was distracted. Oh, sorry.
I was gonna say thank you, Wolfsbane, for the super. Was Sugha in the room when this happened?
Oh, you're right. That could happen at any time during visiting hours. Oh my gosh. I was also thinking, technically, in that case, when you really think about it, the fact that the game has like programmed sex in the game, that means the developers had to stare at genitalia for hours. we have to get the penis just right.
Do you think if the full dive helmet makes you look like your character, that it like naturally models your penis for you?
Oh, please, we need somebody to ask the same questions to Reki Kawahara that we ask Oda for One Piece. Does Luffy's penis stretch? Does Buggy's penis also chop in half? We need those people to get on SAO fast.
Yeah, and be like, so does the game model your penis? Is it like a default penis that everybody was given? If Heathcliff made his entire character himself, did he model his own penis?
Not only that, the hair on the vagina, are they bare or are they shaved? Or is it because this game is biased because the creator clearly doesn't have any other family members? Does he just prefer shaved or just naturally bald?
Yeah. Wait, you can have sex in SAO? Can you smash an NPC? I suppose you could.
Considering that, again, like the fact that their own genitals were like modeled in the game, this also implies that they had to model them for the NPCs. So you could probably just have one guy with a normal penis and then just another NPC just have the most deformed, grotesque penis somewhere else.
Also, now that this is a thing, are you telling me there's not one guy that just went back to one of the lower floors by himself and just like stripped every NPC? So it's just
Correct.
A town of like naked women walking around? You know some guy would do it. You've got like 6,000 people in there. You're telling me you caught like serial killers up in your like video game headset. You're telling me you didn't catch like some perverted degenerate?
No. You see, they're different. And the author just doesn't care. What does preference have to do with family members, Kendra? Well, you see, there's a difference between preference where you find a person and preference where you model the video game to be just right. I could see why that guy got mad that his game wife might leave the game. He realized that his penis was just not cut out for it, compared to the SAO version.
Not just the NPC red light districts, but I mean, if you've got a group like Laughing Coffin, you're telling me you don't have like a pimp somewhere? just one. I don't need like a collection of pimp or a guild of pimps, just one.
Just like one pimp just going around just somehow convincing a bunch of female NPCs. Oh yeah, I can totally do the pimp thing with just beginner, was it level 1 dialogue every single time they get clapped.
Does the Kobold King have a modeled schlong? There's another question. Do the monsters have penises?
Is one of the developers of SAO a furry?
There's a lot of questions now.
I like how we're just not even talking about like actual death game thing. It's like, does it actually capture the human experience?
Does anyone really care about the death game part? They kind of dropped that after the first episode. It comes back like twice. Reigning Terror, thank you for the super. Wait, Mizu is right. Why wasn't there a degen end cult made of users? You're not even just like being a pimp for like NPCs too. Like There was in Log Horizon, one of the first things they have to deal with is there's a guild that's trapped a bunch of new players in the guild hall and is using them as basically sweatshop labor. You're telling me that like there's nobody in SAO that has like a bunch of little girls locked in his basement? Like somebody in there does.
Yeah.
That's a question he just doesn't want to answer. That's why you should have never introduced sex into your game. Because now there's like a lot of questions here.
I like how sex is unraveling the world of SAO.
You don't understand. Laughing Coffin is also the deranged sex cult.
Not someone saying Pimpin' Coffin. You know, that is the name someone would have came up with if SAO was real. just specifically to spite Laughing Coffin.
Pimpin' Coffin. Well, thank you, Borcho, for the super. Do you think the peen is randomly generated so some people get a micro penis?
Baby, no! It's just the game! I don't look like this in real life!
Maybe they just use the average size for your country so nobody feels left out. Then somebody who got married in game meets up in real life and it's like, no, like I swear, like it's a grower. I promise.
Oh my god.
I swear it gets bigger. Just give it a moment. It's a little cold in here. I think there's a draft. Well, and then it asks questions for like the women too. Like, do you just get like your natural breast size? What if one of those girls like put on the helmet that has like those ridiculously big knockers that actually negatively influences their life? Did you get ridiculously big knockers in game? Do you have to spend more like material on armor? Or is like all the armor just like phase into existence for the correct size?
Oh, this is true. This is true.
But next day, the girl wakes up and remembers her name as Yui and decides to refer to Kirito and Asuna as her parents. The three go to the first floor to find out if anyone is searching for Yui. They encounter the Aincrad Liberation Force extorting taxes from a daycare owner named Sasha and 3 of the children in her care. Asuna intimidates the Aincrad Liberation Force with her sword, causing them to retreat. Yui starts to panic and momentarily glitches before falling unconscious again. That's the thing, is apparently some parents bought their children these helmets, which is why there is a daycare in the game on the first floor. Because there are actual real-life children that got put into this.
I thought they got booted out when like the game detected they were underage, but you know what? That makes a lot of sense. The one realistic thing about SAO is the fact that parents are irresponsible.
Do they have a picture of her with the kids? I don't think they do.
A daycare. Okay, so because I thought it was like NPC kids. So some parents, because obviously, like in real life, parents are irresponsible and don't research the game. Yeah, even though SAO straight up says the age limit is 13 above, aka silica and above. Yeah, they just bought their kids a death machine without knowing.
Basically.
Which is kind of ironic considering the fact that in later seasons, this just doesn't get brought up at all.
So, by the way, chat, this is Yui, the little girl hugging onto Kirito here. And then this is Sasha, the girl that kind of looks like a nun. Also, this is what Asuna started wearing. I don't know why like this medieval game just gave them like regular ass real life clothes as well. But you know, I guess he didn't think that far ahead. Like, she's wearing, like, the fucking nun outfit, and Asuna's just wearing, like, a turtleneck sweater.
It makes him look cute. You don't gotta think about it, Mizu. You're thinking too hard about this. Unlike the developers who thought about implementing real-life sex.
Apparently.
No, you see, Silica's in the game because she's 13 and above.
Yep.
So, Silica just got unlucky.
Mabinogi gives modern day clothes because they don't give a shit. That's what I love about Mabinogi. They just gave us guns that have an idle animation where you ride a space bike. Mabinogi does not give a shit. But we move on to episode 12, which is Yui's Heart. At the daycare center inside a church, Kirito, Asuna, Yui, and Sasha are visited by Euler, second command of the Aincrad Liberation Force. Euler explains that Thinker, leader of the Aincrad Liberation Force, was overthrown...
First off, his names.
What?
Thinker.
Yeah, Thinker. Was overthrown by Kibao, who trapped Thinker in a dungeon on the first floor 3 days earlier. How do you get trapped in a first floor dungeon? You just fucking suck, bro. Kirito, Asuna, and Yui agree to help Euler rescue Thinker. As they clear the dungeon and find Thinker, they are ambushed by a boss named the Fatal Scythe. Kirito and Asuna attempt to fight Fatal Scythe, but are completely outmatched and overwhelmed. Yui steps in and destroys Fatal Scythe in a ball of fire, revealing that she is an indestructible in-game object. Kirito and Asuna discover that Yui is an AI character designed to aid the players, but was forced to monitor them instead. Yui admits that she felt like a daughter to Kirito and Asuna when she interacted with them. Yui is sentenced to deletion due to her interference with the game, but Kirito manages to use the Game Master console to save Yui from complete deletion by transforming her data into an in-game item, the crystal drop that he gives to Asuna. A bunch of issues with this. Like, the first part of it's fine. The big issue is this reveals Kirito as, like, some expert coder, which is just never brought up again. He's just, like, on the fly, can change the code of the video game, like, instantly. And that's just a thing now. The second thing is, and it doesn't mention it in the synopsis, but Yui specifically says that the reason she appeared to Kirito and Asuna was because that they were the only two happy people that she had seen in years. I'm like, I know this is a death game, but they are basically saying that Kirito and Asuna are the only two people that thought, hey, we should get married and fuck. Literally nobody else has thought of this in the last 2 years.
Yui watched two years worth of semen gawping into us.
Yeah, basically. No one else has been fucking, though. Apparently, just Kirito and Asuna. First one in 2 years.
Man, look at these two people going at it. They look so happy.
This shit is... out of 6,000 people, nah, bro. Nah. Thank you, Rating Terror, for the super. How is there a super boss on the first floor and no one else knew Heathcliff probably gave everyone a micro penis? It's gamers are virgins, so it makes sense. That's the problem. There's people in the game that aren't gamers, which is super dumb, by the way. There's like a... in this same arc, I don't know why it's not really brought up. Oh no, it's actually... no, we'll do it next one, because apparently it's next episode. I thought it was this episode, and they just didn't talk about it. But the next episode is Edge of Hell's Abyss. While fishing near a lake, Kirito encounters Nishida, an avid fisherman. He remarks that despite honing his fisherman skills, he is unable to cook delicious dishes with what he catches. Kirito invites him to his home for Asuna to cook the fish he caught for them. During their meal, Nishida mentions to Kirito that he tried to catch a huge fish so many times before but failed, and asks Kirito to help him. Later, Nishida manages to hook the fish and pass the rod to Kirito to reel it in. The fish is revealed to be a huge monster, which Asuna defeats. Soon after, Kirito receives a message from Heathcliff. Before leaving Nishida, Asuna recounts how she developed feelings for Kirito over time. You're already married and fucking! What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Kirito and Asuna meet up at the guild's headquarters, where they learn that a party of 20 guild members has been trapped and killed in the boss room of the 75th floor. A team of players from several guilds, including Kirito, Asuna, Klein, and Agil, is assembled. Once inside, the team battles the terrifying boss of the 75th floor, the Skull Reaper. So, the first issue I have is the entire story thing with Nishida. Because it implies several things when this kind of comes out. Also, apparently, this thing looks a lot worse than I remember it looking. I forgot that Skull Ripper was made with 3D CG. And it looks so... Oh my god, it looks so bad. We'll put this up in the background so chat can see the wonderful work they did.
My thing is this Oh my gosh.
I forgot how bad it looked.
Oh.
It's been a hot minute.
That looks atrocious. Man, it's time. Remember, guys, this is before Studio Orange.
Anyways, as you were saying.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Like, this feels like a cool design in a video game, but oh my gosh. Oh
as you were saying.
God. Oh, what is it? I was also gonna say, so earlier you mentioned how everybody has cool abilities, right? Like relegated abilities to them.
You can earn them.
Exactly. I think it's kind of funny how out of everyone in the game that has all these cool abilities, Asuna got the I'm good at cooking ability.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
Like, she didn't even get like she looked like she was more on the field than in the kitchen. Instead, we're just in the, you get a kitchen ability.
Also, not to spoil it for people who have never seen Sword Art Online, but I'm spoiling it because you're here listening to us do this. This is the final boss we see of Sword Art Online. This is the last time we see a boss enemy from the game. So this is the penultimate boss of the series. But no, like, the thing with Nishida opens up a bunch of questions that I didn't like, because he mentions that he catches these fish all the time. All he does is fish. But he can't cook. Like, the game physically will not allow him to cook. So you really do just get, like, one skill, and you're not allowed anything else. And then, it doesn't make any sense, because he can't even finish catching the big fish in the pond. He has to have Kirito do it for him. He has to hook it, and somebody else has to reel it in. And it's a combat encounter. Like,
yeah.
What? What is going on?
It makes Kirito look cooler. Duh.
Also, it's, I don't know how, they never really explain how many people are allowed to fight bosses, floor bosses. Because when they're actually going to decide what to do about the 75th floor boss, they're picking and choosing who goes. To me, it kind of seems like you would just find all of the people of a level that could survive and just wail away on it. Because they don't provide a limit. They're not trying to meet a limit. They're trying to cull out people that they think can't do it.
Yeah.
But I don't see why you wouldn't just bring in everybody and just wail away on them.
Too many people in the pot, they might get the abilities, and I won't.
So, this is where we go into the episode, The End of the World. The Skull Reaper is finally defeated. Kirito deduces that Heathcliff is secretly Kaiba's avatar and the boss of the 100th floor. Heathcliff paralyzes everyone except Kirito and challenges him to a duel, promising the remaining players will be freed from the game if Kirito wins. Kirito accepts and fights Heathcliff. When Heathcliff prepares to make a finishing blow after destroying Kirito's Dark Repulsor, Asuna jumps between them and sacrifices herself, leaving him grief-stricken over her death. Heathcliff reduces Kirito's health to 0, but Kirito continues to fight and defeats Heathcliff by stabbing him using Asuna's lambent light, thus clearing the game. On a floating platform over Aincrad, Kaiba explains to Kirito and Asuna that he wanted to create a world that everyone imagined in their hearts. He congratulates them on clearing the game and bids them farewell. Kirito and Asuna tell one another their real names and embrace as the world falls apart. In the real world, Kirito wakes in a hospital and sets off to find Asuna.
And then the doctors found him and walked him back to his bed.
Yeah. I was fine with this ending, right? Like, I know some people weren't. I was fine with, because it ends with, like, Kirito walking into the light to find Asuna. So we're kind of like, it's fine. How did Asuna survive? That is supposed to be a super clever callback to episode 3, where he finds out that you can only revive a character within the first 10 seconds they're dead. And he comes up with the idea that if he can kill Kaiba within 10 seconds, that it just won't kill Asuna. And he's technically correct, but there's no reason for him to be correct.
Yes.
He just figures that's true. It also is brought up that Heathcliff is cheating. I don't know why that part is left out of this. The reason Kirito realizes that Heathcliff is Kaiba is he notices that Heathcliff actually doesn't take any damage the entire fight, regardless of how many times he's hit. He is genuinely just fucking cheating.
You could call him a cheater.
Yeah.
You could call him a beta tester. Or you could, in fact, call him a beater.
I don't know why that part is left out of the synopsis, but yes, he's just straight cheating. Also, no, I did not skip over anything. Asuna just, like, fights through the game's programming, paralyzing her to jump up and take the hit. Even though, like, it's a fucking video game. You don't, like, willpower your way through the game's mechanics.
This is anime, so I can do that because I can.
It is not the first. It is not the last time that will happen, though. That will just become a thing that people just do now. How was the guy not found out? Nobody's paid attention. That's a huge problem with every season of SAO. Is there's a bunch of shit going on that everybody should tell is obvious, but only Kirito notices it. So for some reason, after all this time, Kirito is the only one that notices that Heathcliff never drops below, like, a safe zone. Reigning Terror, didn't Kirito cheat since he just kept fighting after dying? Yeah, no, Kirito is also dead while he kills Kaiba, by the way.
Yeah, listen, within 10 seconds. He stabbed him within 10 seconds.
Yeah, he's just fighting through it. They also leave it out of the synopsis, but Kirito specifically says, "Why did you do this?" And he doesn't give him some bullshit about making, like, a world everyone imagined in their hearts. He literally says the words, "I don't remember."
I forgot a long time ago.
Yeah.
I'm like, so you killed a bunch of people because you just forgot?
It is where my complaint about the SAO villains famously being, I forgot, rape, and murder rape, is the best Reki Kawahara could do for motivation.
So much so that he had to literally apologize to the voice actresses for making them endure characters that were literally assaulted on screen. I'm sorry you had to voice act that.
And then the first half of season 3, the main villain's motivation is industrial rape.
Also, I love what's gonna happen next. So for those that remember also SAO, this is also for some reason Ricky Kawahara's like, you know what? I think Kaiba, you know what? Kaiba forgot a long time ago. This is gonna be the start of the Kaiba redemption arc that nobody asked for.
Yeah. Yeah, no, Kaiba's technically a good guy now for some reason.
He's sorry.
So we're now on part 2 of the first season, and it's called the Fairy Dance arc. I just call it the Alheim arc because the first game they're in is called Aincrad. The second game they're in is called Alheim.
Nobody calls it Fairy Dance. It's Alheim.
Yeah, the official name is Fairy Dance. I just call it Alheim. I think most people call it Alheim, or they call it Alf. Where it's sort of medieval, but it has a much heavier magic slant, and it also has a flying system. And it's said when Kirito starts playing this one, like it's got this revolutionary new flying system. Okay, couple points we have to make first. First, the revolutionary new flying system is only revolutionary because this is literally the second game of like this full dive shit. Number 2, we're still doing full dive shit after we're still using the same like system, by the way, and that's not even like me just saying that. It is said inside the anime that Alfheim is built off Aincrad's system. It is literally reusing the same code and everything. And it's like, oh, the death game? You're using the code from the death game for the new one? Yeah, sign me the fuck up. Let's put the same helmet right back on.
Well, yeah, you just don't understand.
What really kills me is while Kirito and the other people are still in the Aincrad coma, people are already playing Alfheim on the helmets. We kind of skip over that part, but when Kirito gets out, his sister has already been playing this game for months while he was still in a coma from the previous one of these. People are not even out of Aincrad yet, and they are already putting more helmets on.
Well, you see, you don't understand. You don't understand. We need to understand that sometimes it's just a little oopsie, a little accident that we decided to program a death game. We had enough politicians sweep this under the rug is all I'm saying. Never mind probably the child advocacy groups that like came out and was like, you let my daughter die in this game. My 13-year-old son had cancer and died in your game.
Also, thank you for the raid, Celia Dox. It's appreciated.
You know.
That's another point. I forgot about that. So Kirito doesn't even get a new helmet. He uses his same helmet. The one that has the fucking microwave shit that could fry his brain.
He doesn't have enough money yet. I also like the fact that technically, like, nobody threw out these helmets. No one's like protesting or anything. Like Asuna is still in, like obviously we find out she's now in Alfheim, but to other people, she's still in Aincrad. So it's just like, what the heck?
And like, let's compare this to the real world. In America, you know, we used to have these things called Kinder eggs that came from like Europe. That they were chocolate eggs that had like a toy in them. They're banned in America because like one kid bit into the Kinder egg and choked on the toy. We can't have fucking chocolate eggs that have toys in them, despite the fact they're everywhere else in the world, because one dumbass kid choked on it and died. But you're telling me everybody's keeping these fucking helmets?
Listen, they were able to keep badges from World War II. It's very specific badges from World War II. They can, whatever. I don't know. What is it? Can I step out for a moment?
You can step out. Yeah. Kinder eggs are banned in America? Yes. So in America, we have a different version of Kinder egg, which they re-released them again a couple years ago. Now you can have the Kinder egg, and the packaging also has like a toy off to the side in it, but you can't have the toy inside the Kinder Egg anymore. There was also a time where Nestle tried doing a different form of Kinder Egg, where they put sweet candy inside the chocolate egg, but it was like hard candy. And apparently some kid choked on that shit too, because we can't have that either, even though it was candy in candy. But you know, fuck me, I guess. I liked Kinder Eggs. How are American kids this dumb? That's just the way of the world. It's not like every kid, it was just one kid. Yes, I do know about the new Law & Order episode. But yeah, no, I hate everything about the fairy dance arc. I think most people do. Pyroferno says, to be fair, they notice he never goes beneath half health. Kirito just made the assumption that there was cheating during the boss fight. No, Kirito doesn't necessarily make the assumption. He specifically says that he notices Heathcliff's health, and that he can realize he's cheating because of it. Which, if you were as good at a game as Kirito is supposed to be in universe, you would notice when somebody was cheating like that. You can't blame Kirito, I use eBay GPUs. Kinder Joy, I believe, is the re-release. It doesn't have like a toy in the egg. Let me double check. Yeah, Kinder Joy. Kinder Joy is a different thing. The old Kinder Eggs were like a chocolate circle, and the toy was inside the chocolate circle. And kids would like bite into it and then bite into the toy. Suddenly got random SP boost. Still have them in Brazil, fair. No, in Mexico, they still sell the OG Kinder Egg. Oh. I'll see if I can find it. I liked, they were Nestle eggs. I spelled that completely wrong, but I kind of don't care. Where is it? Was this? Here it is. It's called Wonder Balls. This is what I had as a kid. There's a Wonder Ball. It had candy inside it. This was the Nestle's attempt to try and redo Kinder Eggs without all the trouble. I used to love them. I thought they were great. Thank you for the Super Dusk. That was my favorite version of the Kinder Egg with the candy inside. My grandpa bought me one every day after grade school in the 90s. Oh, that's a good memory. Toys and Kinder Eggs in Canada are protected in a plastic capsule. Fair. But can't you import them? Because we have like a 20% tariff on imports right now. Or some shit like that. I had to pay so much money to get my new anime figure just from that. This shit's expensive, bro. What is it? What's that? Is Kendra back?
Hello.
Welcome back.
Let's see. What you doing? What you doing?
You're talking about Nestle Wonder Balls.
I'm guessing they were the replacement for the Kinder eggs.
Yes, and I don't think they sell them anymore.
Considering I've never seen that in my life, yeah.
Well, the picture of this one I found is on eBay. Somebody is selling like ye old Wonder Balls through eBay.
Imagine getting like 20 to 30-year-old chocolate. The balls of wonder.
Pokemon Nintendo Nestle Wonder Ball in original box. $5,000.
Yeah, that sounds about right. It's technically still edible. Remember, they have preservatives. Okay, you're all right. Chocolate is, for some reason, very a good preservative.
True.
But the toy, probably inside, probably not so much.
But we are now on the start of the Alfheim arc. 2 months later, Kiragi, I'm just gonna call her. Actually, is it Kiragaya? Kazuto and his adoptive sister Suka have a kendo match, but he loses due to his sword stance and fighting style being ineffective outside of the virtual reality environment. Why does he call him Kazuto in this? Just call him Kirito.
No, we're learning his real name.
Yep.
You're learning real name.
Kirito goes to the hospital to visit Asuna, who is yet to wake up from her coma, along with 300 other players. Kirito meets Asuna's father, CEO of Computer Corporation Progress Incorporated, and his associate Sugo, who intends to marry Asuna while she is in her comatose state, much to Kirito's fury. I hated this plot point.
Everybody hates this plot point.
It is so fucking stupid. You are marrying your comatose daughter off to this guy?
Well, yeah, she's gonna be 18 soon. It's fine.
It's so stupid. I hated it. I don't think people remember like how much people hated Alfheim, like when it came out, right? Because it's been a while now. Most people kind of watch the first part of Sword Art Online. They don't even watch Alfheim, and they go to Gun Gale because you don't need Alfheim. It's not relevant, basically. When like this whole thing happened, people were just like pissed with every episode because every episode was just frustrating and annoying, and it ruined Asuna's character over and over again.
It introduced tentacle hentai to the masses. You gotta remember, this is back then when people were discovering tentacle hentai, so everybody was just like, "Are you serious?"
Later at home, Kirito breaks down before Suka, who confirms him. Suka recalls her mother, Midori, saying that Kirito is actually her cousin and harbors her own feelings for him. Oh yeah, by the way, this was also the incest season, and somehow as a prime incest enjoyer, I could not get involved in this plotline.
I mean, most people were like, don't.
Next morning, Kirito receives an email from Andrew Gilbert Mills with a screenshot from another game of an avatar that resembles Asuna. So what happened, the big secret plot point of Alfheim, is Sugo, the guy who's supposed to marry Asuna, is running Alheim Online, not using literally the exact same data as Aincrad. And he has plucked 300 people that were supposed to wake up from Aincrad and plopped them down into Alfheim in a new little dungeon. It's not a death game for them, but they are like sealed inside Alfheim so he can experiment with them, except for Asuna, who's free to up and roam around inside a cage because he wants to rape her.
Yeah, that's pretty much.
It's frustrating because Asuna actually was like a strong, independent female woman, whatever. And now she's just been relegated to literal sit in a cage all day and get sexually assaulted every couple episodes.
Yeah.
No one can trace where these people went. Nope. It's just said that they're just in a coma.
You think that would be really stupid because everybody's like, what do you mean you beat the game? Who's controlling the servers? Oh, politicians involved. Never mind. I see why they didn't look into it any further.
The next episode, Lands of the Fairies. Kiri, are they really gonna call him Kazuto from now on in this? His name is Kirito. Kirito visits Andrew, the real-life persona of Agil, who explains that the screenshot originated from Alheim Online, a virtual reality game where players take the role of fairies capable of flight. He explains that the avatar resembling Asuna was spotted somewhere on the World Tree. Discovering the Wrecked Progress Inc. created the game, Kirito is convinced that when Asuna logged out of SAO, she was somehow trapped in Alheim. Wasting no time, Kirito logs into Alheim as, quote, Kirito, unquote, and selects the Shadow Fairy Spriggan as his avatar. He discovers that he still has his SAO game data, including skill levels, and the SAO in-game item containing the data of Yui, which he activates to bring Yui along into Alheim as a navigation pixie.
That's probably the only reason why they did Alheim. It's like, oh yeah, you remember Yui? We can make it real now.
Yui deduces that the game was made using a copy of SAO servers, explaining why Kirito's statistics from SAO had carried over into ALO. After Yui teaches Kirito how to fly using a controller, he assists a Wind Fairy Sylph player named Lifa in defeating 3 Fire Fairy salamanders led by Lance Squad Captain Kagemune. So, it's all dumb. I hate it. There are people that like this arc, by the way. I had one of them show up into one of my messages the other day, and they're like, well, what's wrong with the Alheim arc? It's the best part of SAO. And all I replied to them was, I think you're rage baiting me.
The only good thing that came out of SAO was the whole Portuguese breakfast joke. Episode
17, Captive Queen. Lifa thanks Kirito for saving her from the attack and teaches him how to fly properly without using a controller. They travel to Sylvain, where they meet one of Lifa's party members, Recon. Kirito and Lifa go to an inn and have a conversation about how he can get to the top of the World Tree. Seeing Kirito's determination to reach the top of the tree, Lifa decides to help and asks him to meet her at the inn the next day. When Lifa logs out into the real world, she is revealed to be Suga. Meanwhile, Asuna is seen in a gigantic cage at the World Tree held by the Game Master Oberon the Fairy King, revealed to be Suga in the real world. Asuna is shocked that Oberon wants to control the minds of the 300 comatose SAO players. When Oberon leaves, Asuna hopes that Kirito will save her. She is now permanently a damsel in distress for the rest of the season. She literally does nothing the entire season.
No, she does some stuff. She gives Kirito the key and then gets assaulted. She helps Kirito with hints and then gets assaulted. She gets Kirito some passwords and then she gets assaulted by tentacle hentai.
It's frustrating.
Frustration doesn't even begin.
Episode 18, The World Tree. In the real world, Suka reminisces about how she started virtual reality gaming and meets up with a classmate, Shinichi, real-life persona of Recon. She informs him that she will be leaving their party to join Kirito. Later, she logs in as Lifa and begins to lead Kirito to the World Tree, which stands in the center of Alfheim. However, before their departure, a member of Lifa's party, Sigurd, is disappointed that she betrayed her other members. Annoyed about how Sigurd treats Kirito, Lifa announces that Kirito is her new partner. Meanwhile, Asuna learns from Oberon that Kirito is still alive, and she peeks at the key code, which unlocks her cage as Oberon leaves. Later during their travels, Kirito and Leafa arrive at a landing point where they take turns logging out to refresh themselves. Asuna does a thing for Kirito, gets graped and repeats based. I think a lot of people forget, Asuna literally does nothing for Kirito. And this one is a good example. She gets the key code that gets her out of her cage. That doesn't help Kirito. He puts her right back in the cage and relocks it with a new code. It literally does nothing.
But it shows that she's an independent woman who can try to escape for herself, except she can't.
Yes. So me and Kendra are probably going to speed through this one because I genuinely hate this arc. Like, the other parts of Kirito, or the other parts of SAO, I think are dumb, right? But the actual Alheim arc genuinely pisses me off.
I mean, it's Alheim. It's literally, out of everything that is power fantasy about SAO, this is the most powerful fantasy someone has ever made. Of their damsel in distress, combating the rapist and killing him miserably just so that we can save the day with my cool avatar. I don't know where the cousin incest comes from, but it's there. But I rejected my hot cousin. Oh my god.
It's just so frustrating.
If anything, we speed through this, I can tell you a fun fact about a manga in that.
Fair. So we go to the 19, the Ligure Corridor. While en route to the World Tree, Kirito and Leafa pass through a large cave in the Ligure Corridor. Leafa receives an incomplete message from Recon telling her to be careful. When Kirito and Leafa realize they are being followed, they are cornered by a large group of salamanders and a mage squad at a bridge. Kirito takes on the group by himself, unable to break their formation. Yui tells Leafa to cast some protective magic on Kirito, while he conjures an illusion spell that temporarily transforms him into a representation of the Gleam Eyes. In his new form, Kirito obliterates his enemies, but spares one whom Kirito bribes with a game items in exchange for information. Salamander reveals that his party was ordered by Kagemune to attack Kirito and Leafa. In the real world, Suka contacts Shinichi, who says that Sigurd is really a spy for the Salamanders, in which they plan on attacking the Sylphs and the cat fairy Kate Sis. Back in the virtual world, Leafa transforms into informs Kirito about this, and the two hurry to Butterfly Valley. So the thing with Alfheim is, like, all the fairy races are like constantly at war. That's supposed to be the fun of the game, which it can be, except also the point of the game is to get top of the world tree, and you can only do that if everybody like unites and works together. So it's kind of dumb. Like, you're telling me like there wouldn't be like one group of people that would just kind of unite and all work together. Like, somebody would do it.
No, we gotta create tension so that Kirito can save the day. Because Kirito is clearly the bestest negotiator. He said racism ends because of Kirito. Sexism ends because of Kirito. All assaulters must tremble at Kirito's weight, for Kirito is the king of them all.
So I'm going to skip ahead to the last 3 episodes, because I really do not give a shit about this arc. And it's all just, Kirito goes somewhere, Kirito fights somebody, now they're friends. Like, he literally had no idea what he was doing when he made this.
Asuna gets assaulted in between.
Yeah, Asuna gets randomly assaulted at different parts in between. So we'll skip ahead to 23, which is called Bonds. Kirito thinks back to the time when he was 10 years old and learns that he was not related to Leafa, which resulted in him becoming detached from his family and increasingly engrossed with online gaming. Wanting to sort things out, Kirito asks Leafa to meet him at Alfheim. As Leafa contemplates whether she should stop seeing her brother in-game, she challenges Kirito to a one-on-one duel. They both end up throwing away their swords and apologize to each other. After Kirito explains that he is unable to say what he thinks of Leafa until Asuna is rescued, Leafa agrees to help him in the grand quest this time around, convincing Recon to join them as well. Just as things are beginning to look dire against the Guardian Knights inside the dome, the Sylphs and Kate Sis arrive to help. Using his sword combined with Leafa's sword, Kirito breaks through the top of the dome. Yui guides Kirito in using the key card to open the gate to the top of the World Tree. Getting Kirito that key card was literally the only thing Asuna did, by the way. Number 24, Gilded Hero. Arriving at the top of the World Tree, Kirito and Yui reunite with Asuna. However, they're suddenly hit by high gravity magic, which forces Yui to retreat, and they are confronted by Oberon. As Oberon reveals that his mind control experiments are almost complete, he chains Asuna and molests her in front of Kirito.
Oh my gosh. Remember, guys, Kirito... I don't even know. I can't even make a proper joke. What the heck?
And if anybody has never seen Alheim, this is a very famous screenshot from Alheim that pisses everybody off. He strips her completely naked, by the way. Like when it says molest her, it doesn't mean like he just gropes her boob through the shirt. No, he like strips her and fingers her and everything.
This is like a grown man taunting like a 17-year-old.
Yes.
It's like some 30-year-old politician molesting his girlfriend.
And this is where the whole thing of Reki Kawahara hates women comes from, is this scene.
Wait, Kirito was 14. I'm pretty sure he like aged up now because like he was because like SAO was like 2 years, right? So he's like probably like 16. So this grown man is like taunting this 16-year-old boy, being like, "I have your wife." People don't know this, but some say this scene is more traumatizing than when compared to the Berserk scene.
It almost is. I'm not gonna lie.
People have less recoil to when Casca actually gets assaulted than when like Asuna was assaulted.
Nobody likes this fucking scene. Nobody likes this entire chapter of the series. Everyone thinks it's a shit show. If somebody tells you they liked Alheim Online, A, check their hard drive, but B, they're probably rage baiting you. Like, straight up, it is so bad and so hated that if someone says it's their favorite, good chance they're rage baiting you.
Was at least Oberon gets shanked? That's my thing. It's like, that's why I made that like speech earlier, because this is, again, out of everything in SAO that is like a power fantasy, Alheim is the biggest powerful fantasy you could ever have. Because imagine rescuing your wife from basically the old man rapist of the game who owns the game, and you were able to unite all factions of your medieval armies together.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Falling into despair, Kirito hears the voice of Kaiba, who encourages him to stand up and fight.
Guys, we're now on our Kaiba redemption arc.
So this skips a little bit, right? It says, using Kaiba's administrative functions, Kirito removes Oberon's powers and challenges him to a fight with no pain absorption, and shows Oberon the true meaning of pain before destroying him. First off, this is how we find out that natively you feel pain in full dive games. And they had to turn on some sort of pain absorber to make it not work. So even though they allegedly don't fry your brain anymore, they actually could turn off the pain absorber and make it hurt like a fucking bitch.
This is
Second
where the power
off,
fantasy comes in.
They skip over it. It just says Kirito uses Kaiba's administrative functions. Kaiba, as a spirit, tells Kirito the password to start using them. It's not like, oh, before he died, he passed on like his powers to Kirito and we just didn't hear about it, which would still be dumb, but it'd be better than this. Because what he actually does is his dead spirit tells Kirito what the password is.
Yes. Kirito's pinned to the floor, by the way.
So dumb.
Face down, stabbed with a sword. By the way, I'm the ghost of Kaiba, that guy who like killed like over 3,000 people. The password is my big buns.
After logging Asuna out to ensure her safety in the real world, Kirito meets with a remnant of Kaiba, who gives him an item called the World Seed before leaving. Kirito respawns back at the World Tree, where Yui returns after hiding inside Kirito's nerve gear storage. Yeah, by the way, Yui now lives in his brain frying helmet, which he has still not gotten rid of for the newer versions that don't fry your brain like everybody else.
Yeah.
Kirito logs out of Alfheim and in the real world heads to the hospital where Asuna is waiting. Upon arriving outside this is episode 25 now. Upon arriving outside the hospital, Kirito is attacked by Sugo wielding a knife. Sugo decided to kill Kirito for what he did to him. However, his poor eyesight prevents him from killing Kirito, who disarms Sugo by taking the knife. Then it says he lacerates his neck. He slits his throat. Lacerates his neck.
This is the funny part. Okay, so for those that don't know, it's gonna be set in Gun Gale, so like who cares anyway. Some of them still have like the memories of like wielding the weapons as like second nature. He literally wields the knife as if he is wielding his sword in game.
It even shows like an overlay of his character on top of him when he does it. Oh god.
Didn't Kirito spare the guy? Oh, even better.
Yeah.
We'll get into that.
So,
fun fact, chat.
Ultimately spares his life to sell him out to the police to arrest him. No, I'd kill his ass.
But we don't want to be like him, Mizu. We don't want to be like this.
Kirito and Asa reunite and share a kiss in the hospital room. The two attend the special school for students who were formerly SAO players. By the way, that's another thing. Japan made a special school for everybody that played SAO.
Well, you see,
you have been relegated to you have been segregated out of the regular population.
You guys had to reintegrate back into society. Oh my god.
The police arrested Sugo for his cyber crimes. The 300 SAO players were released from the hospital. Wrecked Progress Incorporated was dismantled and Alfheim was shut down. Kaiba committed suicide by using his nerve gear after SAO collapsed. Yeah, by the way, the final episode of Alfheim is where we actually learn what happened to Kaiba. Also, it specifically said that he offs himself. It doesn't say that his nerve gear was set to like fry his brain like everybody else's. It specifically says he intentionally offed himself. So this fucking cheater didn't even put the microwaves in his own headset because he's that much of a bitch.
I thought someone was gonna notice. It's like, oh yeah, no, like wait. Do you think, okay, I'm saying this only because I think it's really funny. Do you think that the whole point of that was to show that the reason why Kaiba was able to go to Kirito is because now his consciousness lives inside just the internet ether?
Might.
Sounds like some creepypasta garbage.
Kirito, Asuna, and Leafa visit Andrew at his cafe, where Klein, Silica, Lisbeth, Yoko, Keynes, Euler, Thanker, and Sasha congratulate Kirito for completing SAO and ALO. The World Seed, created by Kaiba, is a program packaged replacing the Cardinal system, the game system for SAO and ALO, thus reviving the virtual reality gaming genre.
What? Why would you bring it back?
Leafa returns to Alfheim, and Kirito catches her in midair when she falls from flying too high. After the two dance in the sky, Kirito takes Leafa to New Aincrad, vowing to start from scratch and clear all 100 floors of the floating castle. Thank you for the raid, Temp.
Hi, Temp.
It is so... And it doesn't... Does Kirito own it now? Like, he was given the world seed. Does he, like, own the games now? Or do they just exist in the ether? Like, what server are they running on exactly?
I think that is how it is.
It's just, they don't explain any of it. Because the companies have been shut down and, like, shuttered.
Okay, he doesn't own Aincrad, but he helps restore Aincrad. It's open source now. Aincrad is just open source now. It's just this death game that killed thousands of people. Hopefully no one has the code to re-access that, by the way. It's just now open source for anybody to mod and program.
Private servers.
Hey, fun fact, chat. Because this is the special where Kirito doesn't bang his cousin, but she really wants to. I'm gonna tell you a fun fact about Japanese law. Would you like to also hear, Mizu?
I know what you're gonna say. I've learned this already.
Hey, so chat. So you're probably wondering, Kendra, why is the fact that Kirito bangs his cousin in this season? Well, this goes back into Japanese law. You see, back in the early 2000s, there was a series called Akisora, and if you're familiar with Akisora, unfortunately, I feel bad for you. And what ended up happening was that advocacy groups were like, we want manga to be explicit, but not that explicit. And they didn't ban the fan service, as you can see in modern day. But they were like, I think we should ban all blood-related incest. We need to ban all blood-related incest. One of this, as you can tell, is one of them. If you have incest in your media, it has to be portrayed in a bad light if it gets really, really popular. If it is in a good light, it is technically illegal. And if it is in a good light, it can only be done in doujin circles and stuff. Why do you think we have a rise of step sibling series is all I'm telling you. So yeah, if you're wondering why Kirito doesn't say yes to his cousin's feelings, that's why. Lucy Kendra, why do you know this? I have no idea. I remember finding, you know how you're looking for manga and you're kind of like, oh, that has an interesting history behind it. It's weird that the Wikipedia just has an entire section dedicated to its controversy. That's how I found out.
Fair.
It's fun Japanese law. It's fun Japanese law. Listen. All I'm saying is this ban is the reason why domestic girlfriend exists. This is the reason why this law brought to you by domestic girlfriend from the future. We wouldn't. Oh my gosh.
But chat, me and Kendra have gone for a hot minute, so might call it there. We do have, so there's another 24 episodes. 24 episodes of Gun Gale Online. I have a lot of complaints about Gun Gale. I know people like Gun Gale more, but as a story, it's better. As a video game, it's somehow worse.
Yeah. So if SAO was unpopular, he could have said yes, probably in some other SAO one shot with Kirito and his cousin.
Also, spoiler: the main villain of Gun Gale Online, Death Gun, his main motivation is to rape one of the main female characters.
Oh my gosh!
Okay. We're gonna get a part 2. If you guys want a part 2, gotta come out, support the stream.
Yes. Sounds Lumi coded.
Because I could rant all day about Gun Gale.
Please, we just need to. We're gonna bring up. I'm gonna make some slides. And then we're just gonna keep going. We're just gonna keep going.
But chat, Mizu's a tired boy.
You see, Mizu put all of his energy into Alheim. Alheim. All the energy is gone.
Alheim genuinely upsets me.
Alheim is. Sorry, I'm remembering that scene you showed earlier.
Also, here, chat. This is how Alheim ends, by the way. He deserves it. Couldn't have happened to a better man. But when you look at it, you realize, like, the more you look at it, how fucking ridiculous it is.
We turned the pain receptors on for this.
Fucking ridiculous ending.
Someone said 10 years of AL of frustration.
Genuinely, Alheim Online is the one time I've watched something where I wanted to, like, throw shit at a wall.
"10 years of ALO frustration came glorping out of me."
It genuinely makes me so mad. The entire second half of SAO.
Oh my gosh, I love it. This is beautiful. I love. This is exactly why I followed the hate train for SAO, because of comedy like this.
You should hate SAO. It's awful.
Kendra's a champ for reading this. You see that? You see that? Yeah. Of course, Mizu's gonna laugh at the writing. It's just all so bad.
But chat, since it is Easter, I'm gonna send you off to a VTuber who's talking about the Bible.
Oh, somebody said SAO has good music. I disagree. Unfortunately, that's how we're gonna end the stream. I don't think SAO has good music. I'm just gonna keep saying that.
But night, chat. We'll see you guys later.
Bye.
Later this week, I'm probably gonna have to do another video talking about the predator catchers, because they're shooting themselves in the foot again, chat.
Aren't they always?
But night, everybody. Y'all have a good one.
Night. Bye.